Hello. It's all right. It's kind of confusing. There she is.
And you said it doesn't break down?
Yeah, I have that for you. And I think it opens up in either side.
Yeah.
This side or this side.
Awesome.
And if you want that, you can have that too.
Yeah, that would be great. My dog is having puppies, so.
Oh my gosh. What kind of dog? A German Shepherd?
A silver lab.
Oh. Do you need anything else for dogs then?
I don't know.
Here, I'll throw these in here too. I was about to throw these away today, but I figured you could probably use them, I guess. Just a couple chains, dog leads.
Awesome.
There we go.
Awesome. Thank you. Here, I'll give you that.
Thank you. Well, enjoy.
Thank you.
You want me to carry it there, or you got it?
I got it.
Okay. I'm Chase. I buy storage units at auctions with my two companions, and I show you what reality TV doesn't. Welcome to Chase Thrifts.
Used to push a black Impala with some tint. My note was almost more than half my rent. All my money went to one expense. I know that don't make no kind of sense. Back then I used to drive off Mason. Those cops not used to the faces. We got they would run my plates and we stopped, but I just left work while I restocked. But they see my whip and they see pots on my outfit.
Welcome back to Chase Thrifts, everyone. Hope everyone had a great, relaxing weekend, such as I. We're gonna start this video off with some stuff that I sold over the weekend, and then we're gonna get into our main video here, which is gonna be electronics and mobility equipment that I found in the last couple units we got. So this is still going on from last week of all the stuff we keep uncovering from these storage units. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get through all this stuff, but we still have boxes of stuff we haven't went through. Probably 10 or so boxes of stuff behind you that we haven't even been through. So let me flip you around here, show you. Look at all those boxes, all that unfiltered stuff back there. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna divert your attention right here real quick to the pool table over here. I'm gonna show you some stuff that we did end up selling this weekend. So first off, we got a lot of these, a lot of antique, vintage, we call them flyers for old airplanes and navigation and stuff like that. These are Ryan and Navion. This is a Super 260. This is the Deluxe 205. They're vintage ads, like the original ads, and I have them in nice like magazine covers. You can see the back right there, Navion. So we sold both of these for $50. And we're gonna be sending those out today. So that's not too bad. We have this old Ralph Lauren perfume, which I had for a good while, since the summer. And I had a lot of money on it because it was worth a lot of money. And I just dropped it down to 25 bucks. And it sold just about instantly after that. Here's that big crock you guys saw me show off the other day. We sold this number 3 Union Stoneware crock for $95. You gotta pack that up and ship it. And then last but not least, we have this air pump, and it came from the flight unit as well. It's called an Imperio pump. It goes to some certain bicycle. There is the air hole for it, and you pump it. Now this went all the way to Greece, if you can believe that or not. All the way down to Greece. I think I sold it for $25, and I think he paid, close to $26 for shipping. So I get this old wrapping paper thing I found, and we put it in here, and that's where we're gonna ship it in. So not a bad little weekend of sales. All right, so today we're gonna be going over another unit which we got, which had some mobility equipment in there, wheelchairs and stuff like that. The guy was obviously paralyzed or something or another. Don't really know the backstory. I don't really care. I just know we had some cool stuff to sell. So not that I don't care. It's just, once you get to the point like me where I'm buying 9, 10, 15 units at a time, Stuff like that doesn't really matter, unless it's a really cool old unit like the vintage and antique one we've been going through. That's pretty neat. But just an everyday unit, don't really care about who the owner is anymore. Because we've bought, I mean, not to brag or anything, but we've bought, or I've bought, we're creeping up on 500 units in the last about 4 years. We've bought a hell of a lot of units, so I've moved a lot of products, trust me. I don't have time to sit there and try to figure out who owned every unit and yeah, play and dramatize everything like everyone else does on YouTube. Anyways, we're gonna be going over some of the stuff I found. There's more stuff to be found, I just haven't found it. But yeah, you can kind of see on my left-hand side, we still have all the stuff we talked about last week sitting there. I am so far behind on listing everything. It's ridiculous. We're trying to list a lot as we go through here and just get caught up. I am months and months and months behind on listing everything I have in this warehouse. I think I have close to 150 listings right now. You know, I have a 5,000 square foot warehouse full of stuff. So you can just put the math together on that, if you will. Anyways, yeah, let's get started. All right, we're gonna get started with something that's really unique, and I've never really found this before. I don't know if anybody else has found this before, but this is called a smart drive. You lift it up out of this little foam cover right there. So smart drive, it's sold by Max Mobility, a company, and so this is actually a 36 volt motor right here. I think it has some kind of, let's see right here. So instead of me trying to describe what it is, I'm going to show you a little clip of their advertising on YouTube, okay? So here's a little clip.
The Smart Drive is a revolutionary power assist device that will change your life. It is intuitive to use, lightweight, and easy to install. The entire system weighs only 12.5 pounds, which is almost half that of traditional power assist wheels, and attaches to the back of almost any manual wheelchair, including folding chairs. It's very simple and straightforward in how it functions, and doesn't change the chair at all. You can still do wheelies, etc. The sideways rollers allow the motor to glide effortlessly on the ground, allowing for spins and quick turns, and when it's not powered on, it freewheels just like a bike. Essentially, you can do everything you do without the Smart Drive on your wheelchair, only better. Even though it is lightweight, the Smart Drive is surprisingly powerful. It helps provide assistance to power up hills and over thick carpet, which can decrease wrist and shoulder overuse injuries.
Okay, so you can kind of see how they just kind of attach to the back of a wheelchair with these little clamps. And I have not but one, but two of these, all right? So we found two of them. This is the MK1 model and this is the MK2 model. Obviously this one's gonna be a lot better than this one. And unfortunately, going through all this storage unit stuff, and I haven't found each and every original wire for these and chargers. So I haven't been able to test them out fully. I know this one is defective somehow because I do have the plug-in for here, and once I plug it in, it kind of shuts off immediately. So either the battery has a bad cell in it or something or another. Either way, I'm gonna be selling these as, you know, used and untested. But these right here, these MK2 models do sell for $6,000 brand new. And I don't know what the price would be. I'm guessing, you know, $500 used. And I have some of the original wiring for it. And this one would probably be a couple $100 used. And I'll show you some of the original wires I have laying around for it. Okay, so some of the stuff was in like separate boxes, but all the boxes from this unit had just mouse shit all over them. It was disgusting. Here's the original box for the Smart Drive right here. You see Smart Drive right there. And I actually have some like external batteries right here. So these external batteries, I don't know where they set, what they do, but I know they plug in straight into the unit right there. So you can see, I've actually charged these batteries up in my home, and you can kind of see right here as I plug this one in, the light will go on and off almost immediately. If I can get it plugged in, I don't want to break it. Yeah, there we go. So the little light turned on and off almost immediately, which means there's a short somewhere in this bad boy right there. So I have 1 and 2 external battery packs right there. There's 2. Now the external battery packs alone, I'm not sure on the price of them yet, but I'm guessing I could resell them for $100 each in the used condition they're in. And these smart drives, they're not conventional use. I mean, they use, I think the MK2 model uses these, and these kind of sit on the sides of your wheelchair, and you press them on and off like that with these little buttons. But you also have to have a little wristband to go with everything. And I did find the wristbands in here, but I didn't find the controller that goes inside the wristbands. And it might be out there somewhere in all those boxes I haven't went through yet, but we kind of scoured pretty hard to find them. I haven't found them yet. We have the original chargers with these external battery packs. There's 1, there's 2. Then we have all the attachments to go on top of the wheelchairs. So there's the attachment packs right there. And we have some original paperwork with this stuff right here. So you see how they have a certain Bluetooth device that actually activates those motors over there. So I don't have those, and you would be surprised on how much this stuff actually sells for. So if I wanted to even try it out, these little buttons right here, I think are $150 to $200 to even like try them out. Because this one right here, unfortunately, you can see how I just pulled it off. This was just sitting in the box with it. It's been cut, and there's actually a different wire that goes on there. And so I just kind of slid this one on for now. They obviously won't work because they're not wired into anything. They're supposed to be wired straight in, or they go straight into the unit itself. So at first when I found these, I was really excited for these motors I found. But as I go on and look at this stuff, I just have pieces and parts to my knowledge of the working stuff. I'm not going to quite list them quite yet until I go through all the boxes and see what else I can find. I don't think I threw anything away that's valuable that goes with these. But yeah, if I did have the original pieces and parts, these things, each of the motor would be, I could probably sell them for $500 to $600 a piece with these battery packs. But as they set, I don't really know. You had probably $100 a piece for these 2 battery packs with the chargers, and then each unit I'd sell for a couple $100 a piece. So like $500 or $600 in broken merchandise, more or less. So it's not too bad though. I mean, I'll take $500 or $600, and but it would be worth a lot more. You're talking double, triple if you had actually the right pieces and parts to these machines. Okay, so next up we have this beautiful machine. It's called a Easy Glider, what I keep seeing. Easy Stand. So this is an Easy Stand. So here is the booklet and all the pieces to that Easy Stand. This thing, I guess you sit in it right here, and then it'll raise you up to a standing position. So it helps you get movement back in your legs somehow or another. I'm not really sure. I'm not a medical doctor. I don't know these things. But I do know that this model right here is electronic. So it has a little button right here to help lift you up and out of the seat. And I don't know where to plug it in to get the batteries. I saw the batteries down below. They're 2 6-volt batteries like you see in a regular mobility scooter, but I don't know where to plug it in at to see if I can get it to work fully. So this right here, it's worth, I would say, either $500 to $1,000 in the state that it's in right now. I could probably get $1,000 if I can get it charged and working properly. So this will be something I put on the Facebook Marketplace to sell. And yeah, it glides really easily. It's a nice little glider. So I need to find the right plug-in for it, which should be in any of those boxes. And I actually need to find where it actually plugs in at to work it properly. Then we have a seat belt right here. So, see, demonstrate a seat belt. Where's the other end at? I think I have it already. Yeah. So this is a seat belt called DB. I'm guessing it's for that thing behind me, or it's for a wheelchair of some kind. So we have a seat belt. I gotta look that up to see how much that's even worth to anyone. And so far that's really it as far as the mobility equipment goes. We'll move on to the electronics here. All right, so we're gonna start off with these three items right here. We have a Samsung laptop, which I have plugged in with the original charger, and it won't start up. But it's actually a pretty decent laptop in all standards, because I usually find pieces of shit in storage units. I just sell them for pennies, what they're worth. This one actually is a Samsung with a Core i5 in it, which is actually worth some money. I don't know exactly how much this model's worth right here, and let's see what actually the model is. It is it's a Samsung notebook model NPQX411L. So I'll put it up on the screen right there what that's worth broken. Okay. Except we have some pretty cool little Raspberry Pis. If you ever play with electronics, you kind of know what a Raspberry Pi is. This one has the case on it, and I left the original cables and cords in it because this is something I have to take home and plug into my computer or plug in to the wall to see with the monitor and see what all it has on here. So you unplug it right there. That's the computer right there. It's called Raspberry Pi, and has all the ports. And a lot of these things are they're not super valuable by any means, but they're really cool projects people play with, and you can make certain robots, or this could be like almost like a Roku box if you want to make your own Roku box with pirated material, stuff like that. Same thing with this one. This one's a little bit more rougher. This is a Raspberry Pi 2B. Like I said, these things are worth like 30-40 bucks brand new. So they're not worth a lot, but they're cool to see what people did with their projects, what they did with these things. So you can see how he had some wires running down to this main board right here. I don't know what he had cooking on this, but it could be a whole Linux system on here. It could be a little small computer with some cool stuff on there. Same as this one. This one had a plugged in, is this what it is? Yeah, it had a camera plugged into this one for some reason. So it'd be cool to find out what that is all about. So there's some computer products right there. Okay, so next up we have a Sega Genesis console with all the original cords, cables, and controllers with one game. We have the Sonic. Is it Sonic 2? I think Sonic 2. But this thing is for like, I would say 50 bucks for this little kit right here, this whole bundle. And if you don't know, it's kind of how I started my reselling gig, is with buying and selling consoles like this. So I got out of it because there is a malicious amount of people that would buy your console, take the guts out of it, or just say it doesn't work, and then you'd be left with zero profit, or you're actually losing money. So I stopped doing consoles a lot. But yeah, this is a $50 or so, not too bad for something that was inside the storage unit. Okay, so unfortunately that's like basically all the electronics I have, but I wanted to show you some of these extra add-ons I'm gonna throw in the video. We have some I got some cards here, some baseball cards, basketball cards actually. So I don't know anything about basketball cards. I'll probably sell all these as a lot to someone. I mean, I've never made any money on basketball cards, no matter what they are. I always find like the new crappy ones that nobody wants. These are, yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you anything on basketball cards or baseball cards or football cards or trading cards in general, unless it's like vintage trading cards from my childhood, like the 90s. And that would be like Pokemon and stuff. Like, I know some of that value is pretty good. We have two of these, Star Wars collectible Star Killer base. Like some of the boxes all torn up, but we got a price tag of $24.99 on there. I don't know what these go for online, but I'd say like 10-15 bucks a piece. A Star Killer base and Star Killer base, the same one right there. So this one's been opened up, looks like. I'd say like 10 bucks a piece, maybe, not even that. Then we have some Nike Air Force Ones right here in the box. It's actually the actual box for these. I mean, you don't find the actual box for them a lot, but they're really kind of dirty. But there's some Air Force Ones. I'd say like a $20 bill right there in these Air Force Ones, because I'm not going to clean them up. I'm just going to sell them as is. Let's see what else is in this box real quick. Got something else in here, like little, whatever these are. These go with Air Force Ones. I don't know, but yeah, you see how dirty they are. I'm not going to clean them up. Not too shabby Air Force Ones. They're 20, 30 bucks right there. So yeah, not too. And I'm sorry this video is not that long, but that's about all I have to show you guys today. I didn't really have anything planned out that well, but I thought I'd make a video because it's Monday, and I didn't get a video out last Friday because I made one, I got it out there, and I decided I didn't really want to put it out there. It was kind of low quality bull crap, and it's just not worth it for me to get a bunch of crap out there and not be interesting or exciting at all. So yeah, we're gonna go home tonight. I got a bunch of pictures of stuff to list on eBay, get out of this cold ass warehouse, and yeah, we'll edit this video, put it out there for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's not a lot of the content, but I might be skipping, you know, like my goal last week was to have a video every day. I think I'm gonna be skipping every other day, just because I need to get through all these listings and shipping, and I didn't even get my stuff shipped today. It's almost 4 o'clock, and yeah, so. All right, guys, so thanks for watching. Remember, fortune favors the bold. Get out there some bold shit, and we'll see you next time. Hang in there. So today we have these little 3 things I found. They look like they have like an Egyptian writing on them. I don't really know. I think they're either copper or brass, one of the two. They're really, really low quality. You either cut them in 2 or just go like, let's go like that, put them in there. And let's make sure I get my gloves on here. So put the crucible right down in there. And now we wait. You see I have my little ingot mold. I have a little tiny one I bought off of Amazon, which I thought was bigger. Everything you buy on Amazon, you think it's bigger, but it's always smaller.